I'm a mess. We rim to rim to rimmed. I don't even know what to say. Well, we are definitely inside the box. Hydrated, 2 beef sticks in me, and now we got 7 miles up to the North Rim. Manzanita, this is the last water stop. This is the Muir Gel. We're up on the North Rim. I am headed back down.
Go, 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 you got this.
I didn't want to get emotional yet, Frank. Here we go. I know I can do this. It's officially dark. Ooh. I've got to be careful. I mean, I am stumbling everywhere, guys. My legs they're cooked. Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jamie McCracken. Really appreciate you joining the channel and checking out this new adventure. And today I am doing rim to rim to rim inside the Grand Canyon in Arizona. About a 50-mile trek in one day. Got a late start. The sunrise is already up. I had to start on the Greenway Trail, so I parked at the visitor center, and the taxi was going to take like 20 minutes. So I was like, I'm just going to take the Greenway Trail over. So it's an added 2 miles to the trek, but I started at the South Kaibab Trailhead, and I am now descending down into the Grand Canyon. I'll make my way up the North Rim and then back down and then up. For now, we are headed down into the Grand Canyon. I'm super excited. I am about 3 miles in if you include the Greenway portion of this trek, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know, if it'll be successful or not, but we're gonna attempt it, and I'm super pumped to be here. The Grand Canyon is one of the most beautiful places in America. Just past Ooh-Ah Point and continuing my descent down into the canyon. This is absolutely gorgeous as the sun comes up. Beautiful views. It's gonna be like that, hopefully all trek. Let me get the trekking poles out actually, just to protect my knees here in the first few miles. Well, I'm about 4 miles down into the canyon, about 6 miles total on the day because I had to do that 2 mile Greenway section to get out to the South Kaibab Trail. But our next stop will be about 2 to 2.5 miles when we get down to Phantom Ranch. I will take an actual break, probably eat some food, and all that good stuff, and then continue on. It's just beautiful though, man. The Grand Canyon is something else. Having my first food for the day. It is a huge bag of oats that I've been soaking all morning. It's got dry banana, dry coconut flake, dry roasted sea salt almonds, collagen, creatine monohydrate, some other supplements like taurine, I forget what else, but first food of the day, and just wanted to check in. Still headed down to Phantom Ranch. It is key when you're doing something like this to eat almost every hour. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to remember that. It's a different adventure for sure. All right, we got our first views of the Colorado River. Making our way down to the bridge. So rim to rim to rim, I came down the South Kaibab Trail, and when I come back, I would come back the same way, but here is where I would split off to go up to the Bright Angel Trail. Instead, later today, we are going to have to cross over on the Tonto. So it's about a 4-mile stretch. It's pretty flat, which is great, to get over to the Bright Angel Trail. So it's like a 3 or 4 mile section. They're doing like some kind of new pipeline thing down at the Colorado River. So just that little 3 or 4 mile section of the Bright Angel Trail is still closed. I had planned this because it was supposed to open by now, second week of May, but they have now extended that to fall of 2025. So all good though. We are almost down to Black Bridge. Gonna go through the tunnel and then go across the Colorado River. Woohoo! About 9 miles into the trek. Ooh, should have my headlamp out. I have to be on Black Bridge. Whew, gotta cross Black Bridge onto Phantom Ranch. I just went by the Bright Angel Campground. Of course, you can reserve those sites. Look to be like 7 or 8 of them over there. They get booked really quick. I don't know how the permit system actually works, but I know it's very difficult and rare to win the lottery or to get the permit. So keep that in mind. Although I have met a couple of people who are doing some camping, but it's the first day that the North Rim is open. So it's been closed all winter. So I've met a lot of people who are actually doing rim to rim and then camping up on the North Rim and either shuttling back tomorrow or the following day, or I have met some people who are gonna come all the way back, but they're gonna spend the night up at the North Rim. So, all right, let's get out to Phantom Ranch, about a half mile away. Feeling really good. I'll have to refill water soon, but yeah, I'm gonna take a little break over there too. Beautiful canyon views, Bright Angel Creek. All right, it is 7:15 or 7:30 a.m. I kind of blew by Phantom Ranch, so we're coming right back down here, of course, hopefully in the afternoon. We'll be down here, and for now, just trying to make that mileage. We've got a little over, or a little less than a half marathon to get up to the North Rim. Feeling good. I got a little bit of a side cramp in my stomach, but I know that'll go away. But feeling pretty good, and I'm running right alongside the Bright Angel Creek to my left. It is roaring. It is beautiful. Canyon views everywhere. Well, we are definitely inside the box. The canyon walls feel like they're closing in, only a couple hundred feet apart. And the good news is, no sun shining on me. So it has not made it over the canyon walls yet. Let me check the time real quick. Let's see, 7:42 a.m. So we're doing great on time. Yeah, that sun has not peeked out over the canyon. And we're getting through the box portion. Whew! On our way up to, I think, Cottonwood campground, and then it's up to Manzanita. That'll be our last water resource, and then we will make our climb up to the North Rim. Really great. Thankful for the body so far. Look at this. It's just, the views are just incredible down here. Man, I am loving it. How many miles are we in? Let me check real quick. I should have checked that when my phone was out. Let's see. 12 and a half miles. So if you minus the 2 that we did on the greenway this morning to get out to South Kaibab, we're about 10 miles in. That's great. We got a bridge coming up. Woo! All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm having a honey stinger, caffeinated gel. Also gonna refill in water right here. I'm feeling really strong, which is good. Just wanna make sure I'm eating enough, getting enough salt, calories, etc. So, all right, this is what I'm using for my water. I've got 2.6 liter bottles, bee-free bottles. So about a liter of water it'll carry. Screw it right off. This is the filter. Woo, ice cold, baby. I am in the full sun exposure now down here in the canyon, making my way up to Cottonwood campground. After that, it'll be on to Manzanita. We'll start making the climb up to the North Rim. It'll be about a 5 or 6 mile climb. And body's holding up really good, by the way. Haven't mentioned that. My left side cramp right there in the stomach, that went away a while back, so that didn't last long. Right now what I'm dealing with is the upper left calf. Kind of the back of my knee feels kind of just weak, needs stretched out, so we'll work that kink out a little bit. Get a couple beef sticks into me here in a second. I'm gonna try to make it up to Cottonwood probably, then take an actual real break and stretch out before I begin the climb up to the North Rim, but body is feeling really good. Knees, feet, headspace, heart, all that good stuff. Breathing well. We're just in full sun exposure, but over there is the North Rim. So awesome, man. Loving it. All right, I'm down here at the Cottonwood campground. Behind me is the ranger station. I'm gonna have 2 chomps, grass-fed and finished beef sticks. I'm also gonna put my calf sleeves on. These are brand new, so their compression should help me as I make my climb up toward the North Rim. But for now, a nice break we have done. Let me get the mileage and the time. So it's 8:55 a.m. We've done 16.8 miles total, and I've been running for 4 hours and 3 minutes. So doing really, really good. Feeling good, and I think this is gonna make me even feel better. Get some salt, protein in, and we'll continue on. Back on trail. Had a nice stop down there at Cottonwood Campground. I now have my calf compression sleeves on and feeling really strong. Hydrated, 2 beef sticks in me, and now we got 7 miles up to the North Rim. It's just above 70 degrees, so keeping cool with my merino wool t-shirt from Z-Packs and this merino wool sun hoodie over top, so let's keep trekking.
Good job, man.
Hey, thank you. Seeing a lot of people coming down from the North Rim. Made it over to Manzanita. This is the last water stop, so I'm going to, by the way, these are my friends that I keep yo-yoing. This is Steve and Jake.
Yeah,
They're from Boston and Buffalo. But yeah, I'm gonna fill up one of my half-liter waters, and then we got like a 6-mile trek up to the North Rim. So last water filter here. All right, back on trail. Headed up to the North Rim, 6.5 miles to go. My impressions over here on the north side of the Grand Canyon are that it's just so much more lush. You've got greenery and red rock. It kind of gives you like a Sedona feel. Now, I've been here before, but it was via a helicopter. I just took like a helicopter tour over this way, and it was like, wow, you know, the south side just gives you that dry desert kind of orange look. Over here, it's way more lush. Of course, this side gets a ton of snow. Today is the first day the North Rim is open to actually drive up to. And then also, another impression is, yes, this is grueling because we're like 20 miles in, but it's kind of like a slow meander. I mean, there are a couple of steep steps, like I just did that one, but it is kind of slow and steady, at least so far. That may change. But you know, we're going to be gaining like 12,000 feet total of elevation gain. So 24,000 total elevation gain and loss combined, but 12,000 total gain. And yeah, this is most of the gain on the north side. Of course, I'll do the same thing climbing back on the south rim, but yeah, it's beautiful. Big drop offs though. So Gotta be careful as we make our way up to the North Rim. Stopping here for a little break. I call this runner's, well, I probably shouldn't even say it on YouTube, but you can guess what I call this. Runner's blank. This is Baja Gold Mineral Salt and Runway, a product called Runway. So this is some electrolytes. It's got L-carnitine in it, as well as magnesium and sodium and all that good stuff. So it's kind of a mixture. Throw it back, cherry flavored. And L-carnitine actually helps repair joints. Ooh, it's nice and salty. So it's a great supplement. I probably should have brought more. It's so good. But really great to repair joints. It also has collagen in it and all that good stuff. So that's good. I'm also going to have a Muir gel with almond butter in it. And then we will continue. My legs are starting to feel like jello in this climb. This is the Muir gel. This is the cacao almond one. Has almond butter, raw cacao, coconut palm nectar, blackstrap molasses, and pink Himalayan salt. Love these. They're expensive, but they're really good. They're only 150 calories though, so I've got like 7 of these with me. I'm sure I'll regret this later, but I'm eating the rest of my dark chocolate bar. I just need it. I need it. I've got other sweet stuff. I've got dried mangoes. I got tons of the Muir, gels, and I've got some honey stinger and stuff. So I got other sugar, but this is so good. It's like 88% dark chocolate, but I'm eating the whole thing. In case you wanted to know the brand, it's this Hawaiian sea salt chocolate bar. It's actually 72% cacao. But also packing up my trash in this smelly-proof, odor-proof bag, and it is filling up quickly. I'm doing well, thank you.
Go, go, go. You got this.
Thank you. I believe I have made it to Supai Tunnel. Haha. I forget what this marks. I'll have to look on my map to see how far we are away, but Supai Tunnel. Let's continue to climb up to the North Rim. Beautiful. I just looked at my map. It is 2 miles from the North Rim. Now that is motivating. It has been a long trek. I am 24 miles in or 22 miles in, something like that. I got 2 miles to go. It's all climbing, of course, and it is 11:30 a.m. Now, when I do any kind of trip, I make like a Google Doc and I send it off to my mom. But this time, I actually got my mom an Alaskan cruise for Christmas. And so she flew out on Mother's Day and flew out to like Vancouver, and now she's like at sea, so she's on the Google Doc, so she's able to check it if she's got the internet. But I have my best friend Charlie Neff, who is also attached to the document. And the reason why I mentioned that is because I said that I should be up at the North Rim between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Pacific time, and so right now that tracks, which I'm super happy about. Now, that being said, my body is not tracking. I'm still having the climbing is actually great, which is weird. It does make my legs feel like jello, of course, but the back, if I'm on the flat and I want to run, it's just hard to run. And downhill as well. I've had just a little bit of downhill down on that last bridge crossing, but yeah, my left, it's not really my calf, it's like the back of my knee. I don't know, I'm gonna stretch it out, take a long break up here, because I'd love to cruise back down the North Rim and then all the way across, you know, if I can, run as much as possible. Because everything feels so good. I don't really have hot spots. You know, the calves feel great, just the back of my knee right up in there. But yeah, we'll see. The good news is I'm tracking, and to keep you up to date, I like doing those Google Docs for any backcountry, you know, when I go backpacking or anything like that, but I did it for this trip as well. So I'll use my satellite, use my satellite on my iPhone to connect up here and tell Charlie that I made it to the North Rim and not to worry too much for now. I also got my Airbnb host number as well. It's a woman and a man, a married couple, Steve and Sally. And Steve actually was a helicopter, it's a helicopter pilot for 16 years out here at the canyon. So pretty cool. Tried to check in with him as well, but all right, that's a lot of talking, but it kept myself entertained as we only have 2 miles to go to get up to the North Rim. Let's go. We've made it up to the North Rim. Woo. Well, that wasn't hard or anything. We were up on the North Rim, South Kaibab Trail. Let's see, 23.9 miles, 6,318 feet of elevation, 7 hours and 34 minutes. Let's freaking go. 12:26 p.m. So it's good to be up here. Now we just gotta make it back. Well, I'm making my way over to the admin building to fill up on water. It's reasonably chilly up here on the North Rim. I'm thinking it's around 55 to 58 degrees. It's dry air, but yeah, I'm getting a little bit of chills. Of course, stopping, when you're sweaty and stuff, that doesn't help. But I think it's gonna be important to fill up over here. I might do some stretching. I'm hoping I see Steve and Jake. They have not summited the North Rim yet, so I got pretty far ahead of them. I gotta find this though. So I'm crossing the road now. That's what they told. Oh, here it is, Admin Loop Road. So they said cross the road. Anyways, I'm gonna find this. I heard the water's great, cold, and yeah, I'm gonna find this thing so I can get some water, and then we'll head back down. I'm gonna stretch too. So it's the only water available up here, which is, it's kind of wild because the North Rim gets a ton of snow. All right, I see a little blue piece of tape, and they said to follow the blue tape. But anyways, yeah, it gets a ton of snow up here, but not a lot of water resources, which I don't know. I don't really get that, but all right. Anyways, I have to do an extra mile of hiking, but it's gonna be smart about this before I head back down. That's for sure. My body is holding up pretty well, and I want it to continue to. Hiking over here to the admin building was not bad at all, just like a half mile. So it's pretty easy. Just met a nice ranger, Julie, who's going to be here for the summer. She's super excited. That was kind of cool. So yeah, I'm going to filter some water. Really, all of this is potable water, so you don't really have to filter, but I'm going to drink a good bit. I may stretch up here. I'm going to fill both bottles though. Have a full. Man, this is cold. fill both before I head back down. Okay, I am making my way back over to the North Kaibab Trail. Figured it would be a good time to go over my gear. So this new running vest that I've got on is an 8-liter pack. It is called the Solomon Cross 12. And I've been able to fit, 2 pretty large odor-proof bags in there, full and stuffed of food. Plus I've got an emergency kit and everything. Actually, I took a photo before I came with everything laid out on the floor in my apartment in Franklin, Tennessee. So I'll put that on the screen right now. You can take a look at that. That is all of the gear that you see right there, all the food that I have in my pack. And yeah, so that is the pack. Now the 2 water bottles I have, they're collapsible and they are bee-free water filters, or water bottles. They got the little filter as the screw top cap, and they are 0.6 liters each, so just over a liter of water that I'm hauling around. I also brought my CNOC 2-liter bladder, and I have not used that. And I was debating whether to bring it or not. Any extra weight you bring, it counts. I decided to bring it. I went back and forth, debated, and so far I have not used it. And I don't think I'm going to end up using it. So I'd rather have it though than not. It's just better that way in case of emergency. You also probably saw the bivy sack. So it's an emergency bivy sack. It's like orange. Keep you warm. You can survive cowboy camping down in here in the canyon if needed. Obviously, we hope that doesn't happen, but that weight is worth it. And then I also have my backpacking pillow, which is the Nemo Pillow. So a couple extra ounces of weight there, and a new med kit that has like moleskin for blisters and some safety pins and gauze and some band-aids and stuff. It weighs, I don't even know how much it weighs, probably 3 or 4 ounces. So thankfully, I have not had to use that either. But that's everything that's in my pack. I did not weigh it, but it feels like maybe 5 pounds total, so even with the water. So it's really not that bad. It's definitely no more than like 7 pounds. It's pretty easy to run with. It's very comfortable. I don't like how you stick the trekking poles in. There's not really a good spot, so they're kind of, I don't know. I figured out I rigged a system. They got loops and stuff like back there, but I wish there was just like one thing, like a crossbar or something that was going across. That would be very helpful. But other than that, the Solomon Cross 12, it's an 8-liter running vest. It's perfect. It definitely packs a lot. I also have my electronics in there, so it fits. I have like, 6 batteries for the DJI Osmo. And I have a battery charger for my phone, which I'm charging right now. It's a 20,000 milliamp. It's overkill for this, but I don't have any other battery kits, so I probably need to get like one of those Nightcore 10,000, but even 10,000 would be too much for this trip, but it's a lot lighter, so I think this thing is a whole pound. It's in my pocket right now, charging my phone. But all right, we've made it back over. I'm hoping to find Steve and Jake over here because I did not see them for several hours, and it is now about 1:15 p.m. and I wanted to be off the North Kaibab Trail by 2, so we're good, and hopefully we will see them over here. And if not, oh no, I see them. Yay! Let's go see Steve and Jake. I wonder if y'all are gonna make it. Steve and Jake are back in the video. Yeah. I'm glad you guys made it, Doc.
Yeah. You head out, man?
Yeah, I am headed back down the North Kaibab Trail. A lot of people up here. There's a 2:00 p.m. shuttle. It's $120. It's like a 4.5 hour drive to get back over. Not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. Steve and Jake have called it a day. They're taking the shuttle. So, yeah. I know I'll meet other people on the way back down, but never know how these things are gonna go. So, really feel like I'm fine. I didn't want to get emotional yet, frick. Dang it. I did not know I was going to be emotional, but I met Steve and Jake, and I wasn't with them like almost at all, but we just kept yo-yoing each other, and it was so fun, to have the support and all that, but they're great dudes, and I told them what an accomplishment, right? You go rim to rim. It's a huge accomplishment, so congrats to them, and enjoy the shuttle ride back. Here we go. I know I can do this. I feel confident. Let's go back down to the North Kaibab Trail via the North Kaibab Trail and back up to the South Rim. It's 1:15 p.m. We got this. Guys, as I make my way back down, I'm kind of bonking on with my knees. I met Julia, though, here on the trail.
Hi. Super color.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So ibuprofen. I took Tylenol, not knowing that it was not the anti-inflammatory, pill to take. But I never take this stuff, so I don't know. But anyways, thank you, Julia. I appreciate you. Where are you from?
I'm from DC.
Okay. I've got an ibuprofen in my mouth right now. Yeah, I'm not good at swallowing pills, so I'm just letting it dissolve. I don't care what it tastes like. I just let it melt, chew it up, and drink. So we'll see how this works. I never take anything, so I'm only taking one for now. We'll see how it does if it kicks in. But what a lifesaver. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Yeah, she was a huge lifesaver. And, even if it doesn't work, at least it's boosted my confidence, because my knees have just been bonking, like both knees now, going downhill. All right, it's down the hatch. Hopefully this will help my knees out. Oh, how do you know this? Wait a minute, did I meet you? Are you guys the one?
I'm not with her.
Trailhead. We took a picture.
Let's go. Look, what's your name again?
Carrie McNaughton.
Carrie, nice to meet you. Oh my
job.
goodness. Man, my spirits are really up after crying as I began the North Kaibab Trail, just meeting all the people. All right, I've done a lot of talking. I'm gonna keep on trekking, show you some views as we descend down from the North Kaibab Trail. Pretty awesome. My spirits are all of a sudden really high. Back down to Supai Tunnel, 2 miles into descending down the North Kaibab Trail. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Just meeting a lot of nice people on the way back down. Oh, I crushed it. It's very windy down here, so hopefully you can hear me. But made it back down to Manzanita, so we can filter water over here. There's only 2 other people over here, but it was pretty crowded earlier. And I'm doing super well. Thankful to be down here. Yeah, let's fill up some water and have a snack. All right, first up, I'm having another cacao almond Muir Energy. And again, it has almond butter, raw cacao, coconut palm nectar, blackstrap molasses, and pink Himalayan sea salt. And I got a squirrel who wants some too. Look at that thing. Oh yeah, buddy. All right, next thing, Bobo's peanut butter chocolate chip. A lot of sugar here, so I will probably want my artichokes and beef sticks later. But you're so good. passing by the Cottonwood campground. I just read the thermometer, the temperature gauge up there. 90 degrees here in the canyon, full exposure. I've got sunscreen on. I reapplied. I didn't show it on video, but I reapplied back at Manzanita. And yeah, of course, I'm pretty protected with this sun hoodie on. It's merino wool sun hoodie and stuff, and I applied it on my knees down there and everything. So we're doing great though on time, and it's just gonna be a hot trek through the canyon now. But I'm feeling really good and strong, and I've yet to take a second. Whoa, there goes a squirrel. I've yet to take a second ibuprofen, which is fantastic. So I'm gonna pass the rest stop up over here that I stopped at earlier to take my shoes off, and here in a little bit I'll take my shoes off and yeah, give my feet a little bit of air. But 90 degrees in the canyon, I can feel it. It's dry heat, so it doesn't feel like Tennessee, but you know, it gets to you and it's harsh. All right, I know it's going to expose me a little bit, but I got to cool off, and having two shirts on that are merino wool, I'm not doing too bad. You can see the white lines, like that's the salt coming out of my body, the sodium. Oh, it feels good though. Wow, whew. That cools me off. Let me get this back. I screwed it up. Anyways, I'm going to take this off for now for a little bit. Just get a little breeze. Oh, that already feels great. This thing's been great though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm barely sweating actually. Hopefully this will cool me down a little bit. And I do have sunscreen. Oh man, my hair's probably crazy. I do have sunscreen on my arms and stuff, so we're good. That breeze already feels great, man. Whew. All right, let's keep going. I spent 40 minutes in this thing. I'm going to put the sun hoodie back on. Also change my battery on the camera because it's about to go dead. All right. I should tie these up. Oh, the frogs are croaking. Oh, it is good to be out of the sun as I enter the box section again. Looks like we'll have a ton of exposure through here, hopefully. I'm sure down in here a little bit, but oh, this is great. I have made it back to where I took a kind of a long break earlier to refilter some water, and I'm about to dip my feet in this cold water on Bright Angel Creek. I've got a little bit of a hot spot on the big toe onto the side, so I may use a little bit of the, I don't know, like moleskin stickers or something that comes up in that medical kit, but for now, this is gonna feel great. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh, that is ice cold. Oh Lord. Wow. I'm gonna filter some water here as well. I'm gonna have a couple beef sticks probably to eat. Whew. This will get some inflammation down, that's for sure. It is like 5:17 p.m. and I think I have at least 12 miles to go, something like that. And obviously we're about to make a huge climb. So, oh, but for now, this is great. I may just sit here for the rest of the night. I've got some marinated artichoke. It is marinated in distilled vinegar, salt, extra virgin olive oil, lime juice, citric acid, not the greatest, but that preserves it. Dried onion, dried garlic, dried thyme, dried basil, lime zest, and dill. Dried dill, sorry. And then I might have another beef stick. I'll probably have 2 of these. So I mean, I'm trying to hold my camera. I get these at Trader Joe's. They're really good. It's only 15 calories, but you gotta get your veggies. Oh yeah. It's like a barbecue, like lime flavor. It's really good. All right, back on trail after a 25-30 minute breakdown on the Bright Angel Creek. I took another 200 milligram ibuprofen, but I got that swelling, you know, the inflammation down, at least around my foot and Achilles, all that good stuff. And my feet actually have been holding up really well. I mean, quite literally the only thing that has been breaking down for me is the back of my knee, both knees. But hopefully that ibuprofen will kick in soon and we'll do a little bit more running before we got a big climb. It is 5:47 p.m. So we're doing great. I know we'll finish in the dark, but you know, that was kind of planned. So got my headlamp, and this is such a nice section to be in the box. You know, when there's no sun, it's completely covered, and loving it. Well, I made it down to Phantom Ranch. Behind me is a cantina. It looks like it's still open. I forgot to bring my $10 bill because I wanted to get lemonade down here. But I have some organic dried mango, and that's so good. Also have a, I think it's bigger right here. So I can refill my water, get ready for the climb up. It's gonna be long. 6,000 feet. Back on the move, 6:40 p.m. I've got a Mirror Energy. This one is red raspberry, and then I've got the cacao almond also, which I'm gonna eat. It's in my pocket, so that's pretty good. I think I've had this one before in the blueberry as well. I've not had the lemon, and I bought one of those, and that's still with me, so. I am going back across Black Bridge, Colorado River to my right, and to my left we got the tunnel coming up, and then we've got the monster climb. It's gonna be a doozy. Looking forward to it though. Thankful that my body has held up all day long. 35, I have no idea how many miles. I won't even look at my map because it demotivates me to see how much further I gotta go. But this is awesome. It's definitely one of the highlights of going rim to rim to rim, just coming across this black bridge. Colorado River. You got some pack rafters down there camping for the night. Unbelievable. Well, it's nice and dark in here, but it's only like 400 or 500 feet. Should have ripped out the headlamp, but I don't feel like doing it. So, oh look, we're almost already out. It's only like 200 feet. Sweet. I'll let the climb begin up to the south rim. So we will continue up the South Kaibab Trail here in a little bit. Then I'm going to make the decision whether I'm going to take the Tonto Trail over to connect with the Bright Angel Trail, because, you know, like I said, I think this morning the section of it is closed, and we would have taken a different bridge to cross the Colorado River down there if we would have began the Y split to go back up to finish off rim to rim to rim. But you can connect it with the Tonto Trail. It's about 4 miles. It's flat for the most part, and then it'll connect you over to the Bright Angel Trail where it's completely open. So it's like a 3 or 4 mile section that's closed. But here is the climb until we even get to that decision. Up the South Kaibab Trail we go. Almost 7 o'clock p.m. My last cacao almond squeeze. So good. $7:30 p.m. I think I made a decision on whether or not I'm going to cross the Tonto Trail. But more on that when we get up here. Still got a ways to go. If I cross over on the Tonto Trail, it's right at the tip-off section is what they call it. But more on that when we get up here. Right now I'm going to enjoy this. Whew. What a climb. "41.5 miles in, and the sun is pretty much gone. Even as we climb our way out of the canyon, you got a little bit poking out right there, but the actual sun is completely gone. It has been one heck of an adventure as we approach 8 o'clock p.m. heading up the South Kaibab Trail. Almost at the tip-off point. We're gonna have to rip out the headlamp when we get up there, that's for sure. It's about headlamp time. Kind of hard to tell on the camera, but we get a good bit of, I guess, moonlight or whatever. I don't see the moon, but I still probably got a good hour, honestly. I might have to throw my headlamp on though before then. Eight o'clock p.m. on the dot. It is pretty much dark in the canyon. Still have about 2,800 feet of climbing to do. Demoralizing to look at the map. I've got my headlamp on though. Now I want to mention, I'll just go ahead and mention it. I'm not at the tip off yet where I would split off to do the Tonto Trail, but I've decided I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do just the traditional rim to rim to rim, South Kaibab to North Kaibab, back to South Kaibab. And simply because, I wouldn't say simply, but I just had this idea. I was like, you know what? This has been such a great adventure. And it'd be really fun to come back and actually backpack that and see it in the light, you know? Like, I still think it's worth it to do it in the dark, in the Tonto Trail as well. Like, I can make that a whole backpacking trip and, you know, camp down at Cottonwood or Bright Angel, Phantom Ranch, something like that. And, you know, take the Tonto over and connect with the South Kaibab when I'm finished. And so I could do the Bright Angel Trail all the way down. It's just like an idea I had. I was like, yeah, this is so much better. I know you guys can barely see me, but I'm about to turn my headlamp on. We're going to make it though. So yeah, I'm going to just continue all the way up to the South Kaibab Trail. I do not know how long it's going to take. I have a feeling it's going to be at least another couple of hours at the pace I'm going right now. I just passed another guy who is finishing his rim to rim attempt from New Jersey. So he's about 1,000 feet behind me. And yeah, so that's the deal. Sorry to stay on here so long. I am not going to be traversing the Tonto to get over to Bright Angel. We're going to save that for a later time so we can actually see it. And we'll just continue up the South Kaibab Trail to finish this thing out. A lot of climbing left, couple thousand feet plus. I am munching down on a homemade beef jerky, homemade venison. This girl down at Manzanita, who's from Minnesota, along with these girls that were like from Phoenix, she gave me a piece. Ooh, that's good. It's tough, but then it like softens up in your mouth. That is really good. Homemade jerky, so good. Well, I know you guys can't see me, but I did want to give you some info that I have not given, totally forgot. If you are doing the South Kaibab Trail back up to the South Rim, just remember the last water is down the Colorado River. Phantom Ranch, Bright Angel Trail, all that, or Bright Angel Campground. So I have rationed just pretty much just about 1.5 liters because I put some in my CNOC bladder. I'm glad I did. So it actually came in useful. Have to admit, I didn't think I was going to be able to use it, but all right, here we go. We keep climbing. I think it's like maybe 2 miles away. I don't even want to look at my map. It is a slog. That is a little scorpion. How neat is that? I wish my... So cool. Scorpion on the trail. Small, but it is a scorpion. That's cool. There's some weird things. I've seen a ton of like massive daddy long legs and some beetles that I've never seen in my life. Some weird things come out at night. I'm eating a lot of dried mango on this climb up. And if you're wondering, I have probably consumed, I don't even know, 4,000 calories. I think I packed a little over that. I definitely got food left, but I burned a lot more than 4,000. I probably burned anywhere from 12 to 15,000 calories, so a lot of recovery to come. I think we have less than 2 miles to get to the top of the South Kaibab Trailhead up to the South Rim. I've made it over to Cedar Ridge and on to Ooh-Ah Point, right up the trail here. Probably another 3/4 of a mile, about 7/10 up here. Should be Ooh-Ah Point. I mean, I feel like I'm just wobbling everywhere. Check it out. I can barely stand up. I've made it to Point. We got about a mile to go. I've been pretty alone for, I don't know, like 3 miles. I passed up a lot of people and I think everybody's struggling. But, oh my goodness. We're back. I know I'd freaking cry. Let's go. What a journey. I'm a mess. I've made it back to the South Rim. So quiet up here. It's pitch black. Let me get my phone out. 10:24 p.m. Thursday, May 15. 17 hours, 32 minutes. 46.3 miles, 11,480 feet of elevation. Thank you, God. I'm amazed at what our bodies can do. Completely alone. I met some wonderful people though. I'll throw up the let me give some room so I can throw up a graphic of the final stats. But we did it. We rim to rim to rimmed. I don't even know what to say. I just thank you, God. I'm so thankful for the body I have, the health I have, and the mindset I have. Amen. Freaking did it.